Oh dear, you shouldn't have risked your life on my behalf. Oh my, I didn't think I'd see this again, and it's still sealed. This means the world to me. There are so many good memories in this box. Your kindness is appreciated, and here's the reward I promised you. Please excuse my husband, he gets so enthusiastic. Yes, my ancestor had the box made to protect her valuables while she was at sea. The box was tied to her blood, so that only her or her descendants could open it. It's been passed down from mother to daughter ever since. Why, jewelry, of course. Specifically, it contains the Noella May signet rings and the rings of the families that have joined with us through marriage. We carefully organize and store the rings in the box. Many of these rings go back generations.
Dead, and without a scrap of treasure to my name. You there! You can see me? Who am I? Why, I am Richard Dusant, famous adventurer and treasure hunter. At least, that's who I was, before the cultists in Dresden Keep killed me. I was in the ruins, searching for the treasure, you see. The renowned treasure of Dresden Keep, of course! You could finish my quest for me. There are 3 statues, the heralds. Take the offerings I brought in my backpack and present them to the proper heralds. That should open a passage under the well. Now listen carefully. There will be a lot to remember. The histories I read never specified, but it said that the greatest treasure of the Breton kingdoms was... The heralds are 3 engraved statues that each offer a riddle. You must place an offering before each herald. The statues are the Herald of Thirst, the Herald of Memory, and the Herald of Illumination. There are a number of possible offerings in my bag. Take my backpack and see if you can match the offerings to the correct heralds. Engravings on the statues provide clues about which offerings they will accept. Yes, the bastards! I tried to sneak past them, but... well, you see how well that turned out. Being a ghost has put a bit of a damper on my adventuring career.
Befitting a knight. Well done. that tale.
Selenin, je epeia ven, eve esgravia lambe ye lael. Ne goria, heka, dilia ye metana, gandralam. It returns. I told you to go. How fortunate for you. But no one. What a presumptuous question. Such temerity. You are very rude, just like my brothers. They bound me here. They were jealous of my powers, my stature. Yes, I intended to aid the Direni against the Alessians. I hoped to get land from King Relethiel as a reward. My brothers bound me here, so I could not participate. They never returned for me. They did. Well, I'm glad to hear that at least. Forgive me. I have been languishing alone for a long time. Can you release me? You would need to destroy the relics that bind me. The seal of anchoring, the Animus Needle, and the Soul Prison.
Who is it? Who comes to these ancient corridors after all these years?
I can feel the grip of those accursed anchors releasing. After all this time, I am free. In truth, I do not know. My people are long gone. I could move on to Aetherius, or I could remain in Tamriel. See what became of the land after the Alessians were defeated. Truer words have rarely been spoken. Thank you for setting me free. But heed this bit of advice before I depart. Not everything you meet in ancient ruins shall be as cordial as I. Fare you well.
You are the first to come here in many long centuries, since this place was sealed. I am the High Librarian of Dressen Keep. I was charged with protecting our greatest treasure, the combined histories of the earliest days of High Rock. Do be careful with these books, they are in pristine condition. Indeed, our patron is Hermaeus Mora, the scryer of the heavens and he who determines the tides of fate. These treasures have been sealed away for too long. Hoarding knowledge is worse than hoarding gold, or so our patron has decreed. Take this index. It contains the names of all the volumes and scrolls the keep contains. You must give the Dressen Index to someone who can make use of it, such as a scholar of magic. Like a civilized person, you may leave through the door on the far side of the vault. No need to use the well again. The ward on the gate has been broken, and the door will open now.
Any battle we can walk away from, eh?
You've returned. What did you find? Was it jewels? Ivory? Gold? What? There's no fabulous treasure? There's no gold? I died for a bunch of moldy old books? Ah, cruel fate. I wish I had a book before all this that would have told me what was in this stupid old keep.
What do you suppose they do for fun around here?
Selling, trading.
Down to fear, tearing souls of innocence into eternal pain, while his Daedric minions sing praises of his
I shouldn't talk with my mouth full, but I can't stop eating. This bread is wonderful, warm and chewy, and oh, so good.
The plain meld is nigh, the plain meld is nigh, our doom is nigh.
You look like you could use a drink. Listen well, friend. Ale makes everything better. Why do strangers always ask me that? Never mind. What do you want to know? With bandits and harpies in the wilderness, Redrooks they call themselves. It's a shame, really. Most of them used to be good and regular folk from all across Glenumbra. These trying times have turned them to banditry. North of Daggerfall proper, there are rocky cliffs known as the Shrieking Scar. Locals who venture there tend to go missing. They probably end up in the bellies of harpies that roost in the nooks and crannies of the stone.
I saw smoke off toward Dellen's Mill. Something terrible must have happened there.
The Van family says you saved their farm. Well done. Welcome to the Rosy Lion, friend. Have a seat, and I'll pour you a mug of something strong.
When Akatosh slew Lorcan, he ripped his heart right out.
Buying, trading, right here.
He rode it across Tamriel, and the heart was heard to shout. Red diamond, the heart and soul of men. Red diamond, protect us till the end. The laughing heart sprayed blood afar, a gout on Cyril fell, and like a dart shot to its mark, down in an Ayleid well. Magic fused the Lord
I believe
blood
I'll
to
have
crystal
another.
red and strong. Then wild elves cut and polished it down to Chimel at a ball. Red diamond, the heart and soul of men. Red diamond, protect us till the end. Elves lost
Welcome to the Rosy...
Red diamond, protect us till the end.
You've returned! What did you find? What? There's no fabulous treasure? I plan to meet my friend Valinwe in Aldcroft after I recovered the Keep's treasures. She's in the Mages Guild. I suppose you could tell her what you found. And tell her what happened to me, I guess. Indeed. I know she'll be interested in what you discovered. Like all members of the Mages Guild, she's always been more attracted to stuffy old books than to gold or jewels. Ah well, I suppose it's time for me to move on. Farewell.
I was of some assistance.
From the side!
Never get tired of that sound.
A squire's job is harder than you might imagine. We tend to the horses and care for the armor and weapons. If it's not shiny and sharp, the officers take it out of our hides.
Finest merchandise around.
My enchantments are superior to anything you'll find anywhere else in the city. Of course, quality will cost you more, but trust me, it's worth it. Bella's silky breeches. Look at the books on this list. This is unprecedented. Where did Richard find such a thing? What a remarkable discovery. Spirit? Oh, Richard. I knew you would get yourself killed one of these days chasing your beloved treasures. I spent many an evening listening to his tales of adventure. I shall miss him dearly. The Dressen Index? Remarkable! I'm sad that Richard died, but the information in the keep will be invaluable to our scholars. Thank you for this. And here's something for your trouble. What a magnificent find! I doubt Richard appreciated its value, though. He sought treasure, not knowledge. I'll see that the Dressen Index winds up in the proper hands. Of course. Enchanting is the art of empowerment. We gather runes found throughout the world and use our special instruments to assemble them into glyphs. These glyphs can be used to magically enhance worn or wielded items. Not exactly. Runes can be extracted from glyphs you find while adventuring. It's a delicate process, so you'll have to return to one of our workstations to proceed. Note that the glyph will be destroyed in the process. Unfortunate, but necessary. Glyphs are assembled by combining 3 different runes. Potency runes determine the glyph's strength. Aspect affects the glyph's quality. Finally, the essence rune decides the glyph's effect. It's a delicate art best learned by doing. Good luck.
My son left 5 days ago, and I haven't heard from him since.
Jode, Oru, Jejota.
Welcome, Adept. Mind your step here.
Sorrow seems my only companion.
We supply the Lion Guard with whatever arcane gear they may need, but we don't have an exclusive arrangement, so if you need something, just ask.
My son left 5 days ago, and I haven't heard from him since.
Quality and variety. Come see for yourself.
Velost awaits you at the Guild Hall in Volkelgard, along the southern coast of Auradon. Of course. What can I tell you? The mistress of Incunabula for the Guild, the Keeper of Tomes. She's the Guild's most accomplished lore master, second only really to Guildmaster Vanus himself. I don't, but she usually tries to offer new guildmates a chance to prove themselves. As you might imagine, she's keenly interested in acquiring new books for the lore library. Maybe she's got a lead on a trove of tomes?
I'm going to flay that fool orc a lot. What has that fool orc gotten himself into now? Recruit Gorak, a new initiate sent from Wayrest along with a tide of untested soldiers. And he really is green. He's an orc. There's not many of them in the Lion Guard. He got himself lost in the swamp, again. He tried to show up the other recruits and recover General Gaudier's lost dispatch. Listen, I can't spare many soldiers. If you head out into the swamp, can you keep an eye out for Gorak? Please, let me know if you find Recruit Gorak. He may be a little overzealous, but he means well. I think. Gorak's eager. Maybe too eager. He wants to be in the Lion Guard so badly that he'll crawl over broken glass to impress us. His attitude hasn't sat well with the other officers. I'm the 4th commander he's been assigned to. Gorak has a fire and a passion. I respect that. I just need to find a way to temper his enthusiasm and harness it before he gets himself or his fellow guards hurt.
The spirits of the dead haunt this place. The ghosts of the Alessian army still haunt this place. It's been an age since the Battle of Glenumbra Moors raged here, yet the spirits linger. Falchu, the beast that ravages Camlorn, he fought and died here. We want to know what happened all those years ago. Then we can kill him again. Sarvith, our master of Incunabula, hopes to evoke a vision that shows us the events surrounding Falchu's death. We're collecting the most powerful historic artifacts to use as focus objects. The spirits are making the task difficult, however. The generals of the Alessian army played a vital part in the Battle of the Glenumbra Moors. Their weapons, if still intact, would suffice, I think. If you manage to get your hands on the weapons, find Sarvith. He knows what to do from there. Falchu wasn't called the Invincible General for nothing. You can cut him, bash him, fill him full of arrows. He just keeps coming. We must discover how they stopped him and ended this ancient war. I could tell you the basic story, but if you want a deeper understanding, you need to ask our lore master, Dalina. She's up on the tower observing the movement of the spirits. Falchu wasn't called the Invincible General for nothing.
Battle we can walk away from, eh?